Hi readers! Today I'm going to be going over what I'm calling my double book haul because I went to two different bookstores over the past 2 weeks. One was my local Barnes & Noble where I got a couple new books, and the other was a local independent bookstore where I got some used books. So in case you don't know me, my name is Chris. I do 1-minute book reviews, book hauls, and all sorts of bookish stuff. I also have some little furry critter helpers running around here who may or may not make an appearance. I do have some treats to try to entice them to come over if I see one of them is up. So anyway, let's jump in to my book haul. And again, these first books are from a local independent bookstore here in Beacon, New York called Binnacle Books. They do used books and also new books as well. But the books that I typically get there are all used because I am an avid bargain book hunter. So the first one that I picked up is Me Before You by JojoMoyes. Now, I have never read anything by JojoMoyes, but I thought, February, Valentine's Day is coming up. I thought this would be a good book to grab and give it a try. I don't read a lot of romance typically. Like, yes, tons of books that have romance in them, but not straight romance. But I did just finish reading American Royals and Majesty, and that is basically a romance. I don't know what else you would call it, so I figured let me jump in and read this one quick for the Valentine's Day holiday. So I am actually going to be starting this one tomorrow. The next book that I picked up is The 10,000 Doors of January. This is a book that I had never heard of until I saw it on Instagram, and it looked super, super cute and super, super fun. It's kind of like a fantasy adventure type story, and again, it was only $3, as you can see there on the sticker. So I had to grab it, plus the cover is beautiful. It's going to take beautiful pictures, I hope. So I was really excited to find this one and add it to my collection. If anyone has read this book yet, please let me know down in the comments what you thought about it. That goes for any of the books that I'm going to share. The next book that I found is A Torch Against the Night by, and I know I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Sabaatahir. Now I understand that this is the second book in her series, Anemberintheashes. And I believe the fourth book of this just came out at the end of last year. It's a super popular series that I've seen all over Instagram. So even though this was randomly the second one, it was on sale, so I had to pick it up. Now I just need to work on finding the first one, and the third and the fourth, and eventually once I get the whole set together, then I can actually read it. So it sounds like a really cool fantasy story, so I'm really excited that I was able to find this one for super cheap. Next book that I found was Best Served Cold by Joe Abercrombie. Now, Joe Abercrombie is a fantasy author who I'm sorry to say I have not read anything that he's done before, but I saw someone over on Instagram, Laura, over at Laura Book Love. She read and reviewed this book last year and said that she really liked it. So when I saw it, I thought I would grab it because it sounds really cool, and I trust her opinion. She likes fantasy like me, and she liked this one, so I think I'm probably gonna like it too. And then, last but not least, I picked up this book, The Mysterious Benedict Society. Now, there's a whole series of these books, and I had found a different book in the series, like in a random book box, like almost for free. So when I saw that they had this first one, I'm like, well, let me grab that, and I can work on kind of getting a complete set together. I don't know much about these books other than they are supposed to be like kind of an adventure tale for young readers. They have a little society. So again, if you know anything about these books or this series, let me know below what you thought. I think they sound really cute, but who knows? I could be totally wrong about that. So those were the 5 used books that I bought the other week. Now let's move on to the new books that I bought at my local Barnes & Noble when I went on Friday. Now, I must share that the whole reason I went to Barnes & Noble was actually because I was looking for a specific book called The Girl with the Louding Voice. The Girl with the Louding Voice was recommended to me by Kristen over at Kristen's Reading Nook on Instagram, one of my followers. And every month this year, I want to read a book that is specifically picked out by one of you guys. So I thought because February is Black History Month, that The Girl with the Louding Voice would be a great pick for my next reader recommendation. Now, unfortunately, my Barnes & Noble did not have a copy of the book. They said that they were all out of the hardbacks and the paperback, which is coming out in another week or two. So they said they could order it for me, or I could just come back in a few weeks and pick up the paperback. So I decided I'm just going to go back and pick up the paperback when it comes out in a few weeks. So, because they didn't have that one, I decided to pick up a different book that was recommended to me by, again, Laura over at Laura's Book Love, which is The Poppywar. Now, The Poppywar is another fantasy series, and I believe there are 3 books, the third of which just came out at the end of last year. I've heard really good things about this series. And I just finished reading my last reader recommendation book, which was The Diabolic. So I am going to be starting this one tomorrow. So Laura, thank you for recommending this book to me, and I can't wait to start it tomorrow. So that was number 1. Number 2, I decided to pick up Shadow and Bone by Leigh Bardugo. Now, I have not read anything by Leigh Bardugo, but these books are super hyped up right now because there's a Netflix TV show coming out in April. So my plan is to read this book in March, probably. That'll give me about a month or so before the Netflix show comes out, because I want to read the book before I see the TV show. I did have a little FOMO when it came to this book, fear of missing out. So I bit the bullet. I paid full price because I haven't been able to find it anywhere else on my bargain book hunting. And I am looking forward to reading this one, like I said, hopefully in March. So, you know, Barnes & Noble, if you've ever been there, they always have the buy one, get one half off deals on a lot of books. So, of course, I could not resist picking up a couple more books with the buy one, get one half off deal. And the first one that I picked out for that deal is Brandon Sanderson, The Way of the Kings. Brandon Sanderson, again, is another super popular fantasy writer who I'm sorry to say I really haven't read a lot of, other than the work that he did on the Wheel of Time series. And, you know, that was just him reimagining Robert Jordan's words, so that doesn't really count. I haven't read anything that he's done individually on his own. So I understand that the Stormlight Archive is kind of one of his newer series. I believe the last book of this just came out within the past couple months or so. But I'm really looking forward to starting my Brandon Sanderson collection. This is officially my first book. Hopefully I will be able to find some more. And yeah, this book is like over 900 pages, so it's quite a commitment. So I don't know exactly when I'm going to be able to get around to it, but maybe this year. I'm going to put it on my hopefully to read this year list, and we'll see what happens. So this was my full price book. Also, can I just say that this book has some like really cool illustrations in it that I thought was really cool. Anyway, so my full price book, and then the book that I got for half off is Anemberintheashes. Yes, I just said I was going to be looking for this one, and I happened to find it at Barnes & Noble. So I got this one for half price. This is the first book in the Ember and Ashes series. So now I have book 1 and book 2. Now I just need to find, I believe there's 4 so far, 3 and 4. I don't know if that's the end or if there is going to be more, but I'm really excited. Again, this sounds like a really good fantasy series. I've heard great things about it from the people that have reviewed it, so I am really looking forward to getting around to reading this one. So those were the 4 new books that I got at Barnes & Noble. So for my total double book haul, I got 9 books altogether. And yes, I do buy way more books than I'm actually able to read. But at least I can say that out of this haul, there are actually 2 books that I plan on starting tomorrow, which again are The Poppy War and Me Before You. So 2 out of 9, that's not too bad, I think. All right, guys, let me know what books you hauled this week, if you did any, or let me know which of these books you are most excited for. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you liked it and I can make more. If you didn't like it, that's okay too. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I do new videos every Sunday, Wednesday, and sometimes on Friday. I hope everyone has a great day. Bye, readers. Extra credit scene. I have a little Oscar here who wants to say hello to everyone because he just woke up from his nap and he's very, very hungry. So say, hi, Oscar. Yes, who's my little fluffy boy? Who's my little fluffy boy? All right, guys. Hope everyone has a good day. Bye.